we're on the heels of another earthquake in Turkey and Syria where tens of thousands, I think we're approaching 50,000 people have died. And I did work in Haiti post the 2010 earthquake. And one of the things that I learned then from the people who I was working with is like, there are very, 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 very few things that are actual life and death emergencies that need to be attended to right now in this moment. That's why triage is a practice within emergency medicine. But we often have more time than we think to make choices, right? And as urgently as they want to get to the fireflies so Ellie can, so Ellie's blood can be studied, it's already taken them, 3+ months. What's a couple more days to, again, like have these conversations, restock, refuel, rest, right? They haven't eaten very well. They haven't slept very well. Having these conversations about strategy, about how to go about this, and like actually thinking about how Tommy is really the best person. You will be safer with Tommy than you would be with me. You might not feel it, but let's get you to the point where you feel safe with Tommy, or safe enough with Tommy so you can go and do this thing, might serve them really, really well.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, like, that's the difference between between people that subscribe to the more paternalistic form of protection, where you feel like you are charged with having to make all of the decisions, instead of actually reinforcing someone's autonomy, reinforcing someone's agency, and like sharing that responsibility and strategizing out. It's a white settler myth of scarcity, right? Where there just isn't enough time. Everything is an emergency. If we actually took the time to move through with folks what a plan, or what the strategy is, what the plan is, we not only get more buy-in, but we also have more perspective on what are the things that we need to change. So I hope this is like a teaching moment, really comparing Joel. And this is not to fault Joel or anyone that subscribes to this, but we need to grow beyond that and move towards something that's much more cooperative, one that's much more grounded in shared and mutual responsibility for each other's safety.
Yeah. And like, I think even like somatically, biologically, like when you have that pressure on yourself, like your cortisol levels are asking you to make like these fight, flight, freeze, fawn decisions, right? That aren't rooted in seeing the whole picture, right? And even, sometimes it's worth it to like pause and like do things cooperatively. But even in moments when you're by yourself, like pausing, right? In work I've done with Resma Menakem, so much of what he says is just pause, right? Pause, like what's happening? Like, where are you feeling it? Why? Acknowledge that, and pause a little bit more, and then like move forward to make a more informed decision that's not rooted in I'm stressed out right now, is really helpful. And so like I can't recommend My Grandmother's Hands enough, or any of the somatic abolitionist work that Resma and others are doing.